Lumion navigation. Now that we learned the interface, let's learn navigation, how to move around Lumion smoothly, and all the helpful keyboard shortcuts that we can use that will make our jobs much easier. Let's open up an empty plain scene and learn how to move around it. The first thing we notice is that on the lower right corner above our main buttons here, we have small keyboard hints like G, F, Z, X, Shift, and so on. If we press on the corresponding key on our keyboard, for example, G, a hint appears that tells us what would G be helpful for. For example, if we press G, that would be the shortcut for always place on terrain. And same goes if we press F, Z, X, Shift, Alt, Control, or O. We will put that into use while working later, but for now, let's start with the basics of moving around. If we press right-click on the mouse, we will see that those shortcuts changes and a new set of shortcuts appears. For example, we have QE, and these are the shortcuts for high keys. Q moves us upwards and E moves us downwards. Then we have WASD for movement keys. Just like many computer games, we move forward using W, A moves us to the left, S moves us backwards, and D will move us to the right. Next shortcut is space for slow speed while we are moving. If I am moving left using A, while I am moving left, I can slow down using the space on the keyboard, and that is also applied whether we are moving left, right, front, or back, or even upwards and downwards. Shift does the opposite. Instead of slowing down, now when we press Shift, we speed up while moving. Very useful in larger scenes. And for even huge scenes, we may need to double the speed of movement by pressing Shift plus space. And now we are moving at double the speed of that if we are moving while pressing Shift only. And that is how we move around using the keyboard. Let us move to the mouse controls. Hold the mouse right-click to look around like that, whether right, left, up, or down. Press the middle mouse to pan around, right, left, up, and down. And that is different from just looking around like that. While panning and we press space, now we are panning really slow. And if we press Shift now, we will be panning fast. Shift plus space while panning will let us pan very fast, like that. And that would be useful in panning in all directions. If we scroll the mouse wheel backwards, we will move backwards, and forwards will let us move forward. Another useful shortcut is Ctrl plus H, and that will reset camera pitch to horizontal viewpoint, making our horizon exactly in the middle of the screen with no tilt like that. And that is useful when moving around and want to reset my view fast. Pressing O with the right click will let us orbit that mark in the middle of the screen, and that would be very useful if we have an object and we want to look at it from every angle, like this tree for example. Drag and drop a tree to our scene. Look around using right click till it's in the middle and the crosshair pointing at the tree. Then press O and right click to rotate around the tree with the mouse movement. Just bear in mind, if the crosshair is not on the target object like that, we will be rotating on that point in the middle and not the tree itself. Another very useful trick that teleports us fast across the scene is double right click. If I am far like that and did a double right click, I will be teleported fast to the point in the scene. If I am too far, double left click on an object will instant move the camera to our selected object, making it centered in our view like that. And these are all the basic navigation shortcuts to move around my scene. It is very important to be comfortable moving around Lumion fast and easy, so I advise you to practice all these shortcuts before moving on with Lumion. And if you want all the list of shortcuts to Lumion, I will put a link in the description of this lesson to a web page of someone asking, is there a list of all the keyboard shortcuts to Lumion 11? And down here we have all the shortcuts we will ever need while working with Lumion. And to make it even easier, I will put that into a PDF in the downloads section for you to download and print it or review it. If we click Help button, that will trigger a Welcome to Lumion tutorial. And here we can practice tutorials like camera control, and that will take us through a step-by-step practice of camera controls. And also there are other tutorials that you can check out.